Are you considering quitting your job? You've probably heard of the Great Resignation by now. Here are some of the reasons for the Great Resignation according to Pew Research Center. Majorities of workers who quit a job in 2021 say low pay at 63%, no opportunities for advancement at 63%, and feeling disrespected at work 57%. These were reasons why they quit according to a February 7th through 13th survey. At least a third say each of these were major reasons why they left. Roughly half said childcare issues were a reason they quit their jobs, 48% among those with a child younger than 18 in the household. Others share a lack of flexibility to choose when they put in their hours, 45%, or not having good benefits such as health insurance and paid time off, 43%. Roughly a quarter say each of these was a major reason. It's crucial to make sure that you prepare everything possible for the transition of quitting your job. Quitting a job can be a scary prospect, but if you plan ahead and take time to do things correctly, it can be a much smoother process. By following the tips in this video, you'll be able to make the transition as smooth as possible. In this video, we discuss 14 things that you must do before quitting your job. But first, welcome to the Beasting Your Fire Journey channel. If you find today's video helpful, please give that lonely like button a click, comment, and share with a friend. So let's talk about the benefits of a smooth departure. When you leave a job on good terms, it can benefit you in several ways. For one, it will be much easier to get a positive reference from your former employee if needed. Additionally, if you ever need to return to the company later down the road, they will be more likely to welcome you back with open arms. Finally, quitting your job on good terms is simply the right thing to do. It's respectful and professional. Alright, so here are the 14 things you should do before quitting your job. Number 1, give 2 weeks notice. One of the most important things you can do before quitting your job is give your employer 2 weeks notice. This is a standard protocol and gives your employer time to find a replacement for you. Additionally, by giving 2 weeks notice, you're showing that you respect your employer and the company. They will be much more likely to give you a positive reference if you give them this courtesy. If possible, try to schedule a meeting with your boss to deliver the news in person. This way, they can ask any questions they may have, and you can also explain your decision further. Giving 2 weeks notice is one of the most important things you can do when quitting your job, so make sure to not forget it. Number 2, clean out your desk. Another important thing you should do before quitting is cleaning out your desk. Doing this shows respect to your employer and property, and it also makes the transition easier for your successor. Plus, once you've cleaned out your desk, you won't have to worry about coming back to retrieve any personal belongings. They'll all be gone. To clean out your desk, start by going through all of your drawers and removing any personal items. Next, go through your files and remove anything that's specific to you or your work. Finally, wipe down your surfaces and vacuum the floor around your desk if possible. By taking the time to clean out your desk before quitting, you're making things much easier for everyone involved. Number 3, return any company property. In addition to cleaning out your desk, you should also return any company property that you may have. This includes items like laptops, company phones, credit cards, keys, etc. Returning company property is important for 2 reasons. First, it shows that you respect your employer's property and are not trying to take advantage of them. Second, it ensures that the company is not held responsible for any damages or missing items after you leave. Make sure you return all company property before quitting your job. Number 4, tie up loose ends. Before quitting your job, you should also take the time to tie up loose ends. Make sure to finish any projects that you're working on, wrapping up any open tasks, and ensuring that everything is organized and in its proper place. By tying up loose ends before you leave, you're showing your employer that you're a responsible and reliable employee. Additionally, it will make the transition much smoother for whoever takes on your role. So take the time and finish up anything that's incomplete. It will benefit everyone involved. Number 5, train your replacement. You may be excited to be quitting your job, but remember, it's important to also train your replacement before leaving. This is a great way to show that you're committed to the company and want to see it succeed, even after you're gone. So training your replacement can be as simple as showing them how to do your job, answering any questions they may have, and providing helpful feedback. Of course, everyone will not be able to train their replacement, but if you can, it's definitely worth it. Number 6, save for a rainy day. Before quitting your job, you should also make sure to have enough money saved up. This way, you'll have a cushion in case you need it, whether it's for unexpected expenses or simply to tide you over, especially if you're quitting to be self-employed or retire early. Most experts recommend saving up to 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, but depending on your situation, you may want to save more. Ideally, if you have other income, then you should aim to save enough money to cover your living expenses for at least 3 months. This may seem like a lot, but it's better to be safe than sorry. When you have a moment, check out our other video where we share everything you need to know about emergency funds. Number 7, create at least one source of passive income. Another important thing to do before quitting your job is to create at least one source of passive income. This will help keep you financially stable even when you're not working a traditional job. There are a variety of ways to create this passive income, but some of the most popular methods include investing in real estate or stocks. You can even create a passive income source such as a blog, social media channel, or online business. Creating a source of passive income is a great way to prepare you for quitting your job. It'll help ensure that you're still able to support yourself financially even while you're not working. If you're just transitioning to another job, having a source of passive income can still be a helpful safety net. Number 8, have a plan B. In addition to saving up money and creating a source of passive income, you should also have a plan B in case quitting your job does not work out. Your plan B could be anything from finding another job to moving in with family or friends. The important thing is that you have a backup plan in case things don't go as planned. Having a plan B is always a good idea. You never know what might happen, so it's better to be prepared. Number 9, ask your employer for a reference or review. If you're planning on quitting your job, it's always a good idea to ask your employer for a reference or review. This way, you'll have something to show future employers if you plan to go to another job, and they'll be able to see that you're a reliable and skilled employee. Asking for a reference or review is a way to improve your cover letter and increase your chances of getting another job. Additionally, it is a way to show your employer that you are very grateful for their time and the opportunities you had, even if you're leaving the company. So if you're thinking about quitting the job, be sure to ask your employer for a reference or review first. Number 10, continue a relationship with coworkers. Just because you're quitting your job doesn't mean you have to say goodbye forever to those coworkers. If you have a good relationship with them, there's no reason why you can't stay in touch after you leave the company. I have plenty of previous coworkers where we keep in touch regularly and often meet up. You can stay in touch with your coworkers by staying connected on social media, meeting up for coffee or lunch, or simply sending them an email every now and then. Staying in touch with your coworkers is a great way to maintain relationships and keep networking, even after you left your job. You may be surprised at the opportunities that come from keeping in touch with those coworkers. Number 11, get out of bad debt. No matter the reason for quitting your job, the time is now to pay off any bad debts. By doing so, you can start your next adventure with a clean slate and without the stress of debt hanging over your head. If you are quitting your job to pursue a more risky career with an unstable income, it is even more important to get out of debt before making the switch. This will provide you with a safety net, just in case that next step doesn't go as planned. No matter what your reason is for quitting your job, it's always a good idea to get out of debt before making the switch, ensuring that the start of your new chapter in life happens on the right foot. There are many different debt payoff strategies, but the most important thing is to make a plan, then stick to that plan. You can also talk with a financial advisor to get help when creating a debt payoff plan. Number 12, have life insurance figured out. This is a very important step. When it comes to life insurance, there are two main types, term and whole life. The main difference between whole life and term insurance is that whole life insurance provides lifelong coverage, while term life insurance only covers you for a specific period of time. Make sure to have life insurance figured out before quitting your job. Number 13, set up your health insurance. Having health insurance after quitting your job is very important to help keep you and your family safe and healthy. The rules and premiums may change based on where you obtain your new health insurance. According to Investopia, here are some of the best health insurance options for the self-employed. 14, last but not least, keep investing for retirement. Don't forget to keep investing in your tax-advantaged retirement accounts to prepare for a long and happy retirement. According to NerdWallet, there are 5 main choices for the self-employed or small business owners: an IRA, traditional or Roth, a solo 401k, an SEP IRA, a simple IRA, or a defined benefit plan. Make sure to look through each of these options and find which choice works out best for you. That's a wrap. These are the 14 things you should do before quitting your job. By following these steps, you can make sure that quitting your job is as smooth and stress-free as possible. Quitting your job can be a big decision, but it doesn't have to be the end of the world. If you take the time and prepare for it properly, you can set yourself up for success. So if you're thinking about resigning from your job, be sure to keep these things in mind. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on more personal finance and investing content.